Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. I do think that we have lost this game. I just want to say that right away at the beginning here. We're going to rip the band-aid off. Pretty sure I let us fall too far behind, with underdeveloping our terrain, basically. We got into a situation in the mid-game where we had to kind of like put everything on pause and develop. And there's really no reason for that to have been the case, because look at all these mines. Like, I could have had better production earlier. I just sort of got wrapped up in other things. I was not focusing on exploiting the terrain to its fullest. So, at this point, I think, even though we are leading on tourism, we're not leading on tourism by much. The other players are catching up. Their rate of their tourism output is actually higher than ours is because they've been catching us. And I don't think there's any version of this where we beat John Curtin. So, I do want to play this game out a little bit further because I want to see exactly what happens when he launches his moon landing. When you complete the launch moon landing project, you get a one-time culture bonus equal to 10 times your science per turn. I don't actually have a good feel for how culture output translates into domestic tourists, or if there are scaling factors based on era or whatever, so I want to see exactly how many domestic tourists he gains when this happens. I think that'll be a good piece of information for us to have going forward. But this game is lost, and as soon as we hit that, I'm gonna restart and we're gonna try again, do a better job. So, right now we're just waiting. We will keep playing the game out as though we were still in it, so that we can, you know, get some practice making good decisions. How about that? Lord knows I could use it. Oh no, Mongolia has been targeted for a declaration of war by Candy. If fishing boats are only 1 food and 2 gold, we should definitely just build a polder instead, right? Harlem is losing loyalty, is it? You know, sometimes the game is not so good at giving you an accurate representation of the game state on the turn you load from a save, which is something they should probably fix, but it's not a big deal, I guess. So yeah, he's got mechanized infantry running back and forth. He was like pretty significantly ahead of us on a lot of our great people points, wasn't he? Yes, we're producing 11 great engineer points. He's at 22. Great scientist points. He's at 26. Great merchant points, 43. I mean, that's absurd. No, he's not. 43. Ah, man, he has a huge number of cities. Actually, maybe he is. Well, yeah, we got outpaced real bad. There's a runaway civ on the other continent. What am I going to do with you? I guess we could just put up a lumber mill. That's fine. I don't know that we have another option available anywhere that's going to be better than +1 production to a tile. And this city could certainly use it. University, I suppose. We're just kind of keeping an eye on this. This bar is going to fill up over the next few turns. I don't imagine... Oh, there's a unit on my space. I don't imagine it'll take too long. You show him, John. You show that city-state that has no bearing on the outcome of this game. Mongolia has a spy that's getting good at stealing things. Well, it doesn't look like we're missing anything, so I guess I'm fine with it. We probably just want to be running the thing that gives the most production, and then the most good other stuff. So it looks like 4 is the cap on production that we can get from a route here. 3, 4, 6, 3. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. I'll take that. I have to manual this guy over here and wait for the units to move. He's bringing an awful lot of mechanized infantry over here. Japan is denouncing his evil deeds. He's not threatening me, because we have an alliance. He can't surprise attack me. So I guess I sort of don't... Like, what is he doing? Is he at war with Mongolia? Oh. Well, if we were still in this game, that would be a real problem for us, because obviously him taking over Mongolia means that he will certainly win. As it is, I'm pretty resigned to that anyway. Let's build a library and a university, I suppose. Just keep checking as he gets closer and closer to this. See, I just don't have a good feel for the magnitude of the sudden gain in domestic tourists that we're going to see. This will be helpful for us in our next attempt at a culture victory. Oh, what, you don't have enough problems right now? Let's go see if I can stir up trouble somewhere else. What do we have? We have Mark Twain.
Jim said that bees won't sting idiots.
Bees will definitely sting idiots. Jim is mistaken. I have 3 envoys. There's no sense in going to max with Lisbon because I think we don't have any banks. I suppose, like, going up to +4 extra faith in the capital is okay. That's actually like a pretty significant percentage increase in our faith per turn, and we do want to be able to buy naturalists eventually. Boy, I think, yeah, I think Mongolia is going to lose this war. Although, you know, it depends on which part of his army he attacks with. Some parts of it are more impressive than others. Well, it looks like the Australian units are at least clearing out those Mongolian cavalry guys that were blocking our blocking our settle site. So yeah, like part of the reason that we're getting overtaken on tourism is that the other players have surpassed us in culture output, and so they are getting access to the policy cards that double your culture output from various things. They were able to complete their museums. There's probably some amount of archaeology going on over in Australia. All stuff that we could have been doing a better job with. Alright, what do you actually need? Nothing, really. I suppose the best thing for this city to do would be to just do the Theater Square Festival. So every district, almost every district, has a project that you can perform repeatedly that gives you some of whatever the district's resource yield is, and then also a burst of great people points appropriate to the district when it finishes. With the exception of the industrial zone project doesn't give you production, because obviously that would be a little bit wasted considering the thing you're producing is the project itself. I guess these two things are mechanically identical, but if he's offering the deal, I assume he thinks that it's favorable, so I guess we'll get some free reputation with him. Out of curiosity, is he... We are on +10 for favorable trade deals. Yeah, alright. You seem to be some kind of idiot, sir. But that's good. I hear bees won't sting you. It's a nice fringe benefit there. Okay, a governor title. This doesn't matter a huge amount. You know, I don't have a good sense for how expensive this is. Let's take that. What would it cost to buy myself a district? $885 to $1495, depending on how many of that district we have, and some other modifiers, like the government plaza is a little cheaper. Okay, that's interesting. That's good to know about. We do want to build an industrial zone here. It would be neat. And we've lost a policy. We also don't need expropriation anymore. We finished building our settlers. So, what's a red policy that matters at all? Where's the one? Yeah, this. Reduced unit maintenance. That will have some effect. And I also throw skyscrapers in? I don't know. I might start building a wonder. Again, we're pretty much just waiting a thing out here, doing a little science. Really? Is this a good use of your time? Am I your concern? It kind of seems like you have bigger problems. Oh hey, she built the Temple of Artemis. Turn 229.
For once you have tasted.
You know, I cut that off at a weird spot. Was Sean Bean about to say once you've tasted flesh? I mean, listen, don't knock until you've tried it, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe flesh is delicious. I guess no, I have tried it. I don't know why I hear the word flesh and I immediately jump to human flesh, but I guess there's a lot of other kinds of flesh that are more commonly consumed. Alright, to the resort city of Tilburg. This city would definitely need a granary if we were going to try to make it useful at all. Although really, that city only exists so that we could get all those coastal tiles. We just got notification that Mongolia is no longer seeking a domination victory. Yeah, he would have had to have been doing a much better job if that was his goal. For example, he would have had to have actually attacked me. Yeah, that deal's fine. I'll do that. Oh, we're friends now, are we?
It has been demonstrated.
We'll get some artifacts. Ancient era. So we have some more stuff around that almost certainly is also going to be Dutch and barbarian, so I guess it kind of doesn't matter. We'll take this as a barbarian ancient mummified cat. That's weird. That's kind of a weird thing. Oh hey, Broadway. Flatland adjacent to a theater square. So could we do this in the capital instead? We cannot, because you actually cannot remove strategic resources. One might think, hey, why don't we just, you know, move the horses? But they will not be moved. That's not how horses work, apparently. Alright, well, obviously we're probably not getting that. Okay, he's getting quite close. So he's at 209 domestic tourists right now. Also, we are getting surpassed pretty badly on the tourism. Those policy cards make a big difference. Especially once you have some museums and you start getting theming bonuses. The one that doubles the tourism output of your great works of art and your archaeological artifacts is a big deal. What? What blade? I don't know that we even have a blade. Right? Like, I don't have an army. What is he talking about? Okay. I was like, okay, I have some vision over here. Let's see. Yeah, it's my one horribly injured warrior. His submarine saw my one horribly injured one promotion warrior and just flipped the hell out. I guess we have these galleys over here too. Still, that's... If I could Voltron these units together into a unit that has all of their combat strengths combined, it still wouldn't even really be a threat to his cities. Ridiculous. Okay, so we took that last one as barbarians, this one's Wilhelmina, and now we do have two ancient artifacts from two different groups. So actually, this museum is almost themed. If we could find one more ancient artifact that's not from me or barbarians, we could have a themed museum here. You, I guess, just do Theater Square Festival again. So John Curtin is at 209 domestic tourists. We gotta, now that he's pretty close to finishing that, we have to look at that number every turn. What's up? We captured a spy from Indonesia during a recruit partisans mission in the city of Amsterdam. So that mission spawns rebel troops, I believe. It would not have been great for us if that had finished. I don't know if it spawns troops based on my empire's tech level, or the way barbarians do, where it spawns it based on sort of like the global tech level. Because global tech level troops would actually be hard for us to beat right now. I should hope that it bases it on the tech level of the empire that is being invaded. Or the empire that's being spied on, rather. So I'm going to run my archaeologist over into this area. I want to try to find an antiquity site that's like near his capital. I'm looking for one that could plausibly be ancient era Mongolian. Yeah, that's actually, wait, here we go. So he jumped up to 222. What on earth happened? Because he did not get his moon landing. It's quite a sudden leap. What could have caused that? Now he's at 224, so he gained 2 over the last turn. He's producing 185 culture per turn, so not even as much as we are. Nope, now it says 223. What is going on with this thing? Maybe it had bad information in it on the turn where it said 209 because I hadn't refreshed it by switching tabs or something. Well, in any case, it's 223 right now. What did I do? I completed a quest for Lisbon by getting the attack boost for sanitation, I guess, probably. Let's explore this dark area over here. Do we have an antiquity site? We do not. There's some over here. He probably founded these cities pretty early, right? These might work. So 223. Oh, looks like Australia and Mongolia made up. Now they're the best of friends.
Science owes more.
Not quite there yet. Yeah, let's go get one of these. What? If it's a barbarian camp, it probably spawned like on the edge of the. I'm gonna take this one. I'm guessing that this is where he killed some barbarians. All right, he adopted that military policy that we also adopted. And Australia just completed its project. So it was at 224, right? Now it is at 252. Okay, so it's a considerable number of domestic tourists, but it's not nearly as large as I was afraid it might be. All right, that'll be good information for us for later. Also, just to satisfy my curiosity, did we do it? We found, classical era. Well, no theming bonus for us. Also, hey look, a great work. We did it, you guys. We got the great work. Okay. I feel like we learned some things, and I think I should be able to do a better job in this next game. I'm pretty sure our map settings are good, so we'll just hit restart here. Yeah, a lot of what happened there was basically down to me not exploiting our terrain to the maximum, letting myself fall behind. Hold on, if I'm going to keep talking, I gotta take Sean Bean out of my ears, because I cannot talk with him blabbing away. Yeah, it's pretty much, I just didn't exploit the terrain fully. Also, now that we've actually played her a little bit, I gotta say, I think I underestimated the value of this major adjacency from rivers thing. It did not strike me how super valuable that was going to be for industrial zones. It makes your early campus super good, like Korea good almost. Obviously, still more expensive than a Korean one, but this is big. So I think I have a little bit better handle on what to do here. Hopefully, we're going to get a map gen that's a little kinder on polder placement, like as in giving us some places where we can put polders. That would be really cool. But you know, this is like, I like the shuffle map because it's unpredictable, because it makes you have to adjust. This is a terrible, terrible start. It's not really that bad. Every time I see tundra in my starting tiles, I'm like, game, what are you doing? I guess the odds that we're going to build districts over here on this river are pretty good. We have a couple of sheep hills. Sheep hill is a great tile. We have some good food over here. We do not have a great place to put an industrial zone where like it will benefit from the river and also some hills. We don't have any mountains for our campus, so our campus is just going to be +2 adjacency. Still, though, I don't think this is too bad. Question is, do I want to move, like, would I rather be over here? Because the tile that the city's on is not a tile that has to have good yield. The city itself will improve the yield of the tile. Puts us further away from some of the farms. It means that the gems are no longer within 3. It means we wouldn't be able to harbor over here, but we could still harbor over here. There's another river this way. This does give us another 4 resource tile right there. I'm just trying to think. If we wanted to go for the Oracle again, we'd have to build it on a hill, like ideally, in a place where we could then follow up with a theater square adjacent to both it and the river. Which means we'd have to use this tile for one of those two things. So I could try to get the Oracle here, and then if it works, we could clear the sheep to put up the theater square, and if it doesn't work, then I don't have to. We just put the theater square down here somewhere. Yeah, you know, that feels alright. I do like this location. We had some nice early tiles. So I think it's very dangerous not to build a second military unit right away, and I do like a slinger a lot more than a scout. I guess we'll go to animal husbandry. Like, the two paths to sort of early security are either mining into masonry or animal husbandry into archery. And we have the animal husbandry bonuses here, so let's take them. It looks to me like this is the end of a peninsula. Oh no, maybe not. Looks like there's actually stuff over there. Obviously, we're at the bottom of the map because we can see the tundra. Alright, here's hoping for some... Oh, is in fact a peninsula. Well, here's hoping for some early city-states. I noticed that we once again are not in a good okay. Apparently the game feels that these tiles were on the far left of the map, but this one was on the far right. Yeah, we're not in a great polder position here. We can build one there, build one here, but that's really it. There's not places where we can build many adjacent to each other. We may have gotten a more naval map here, which is not necessarily bad for us. Yeah, if that barbarian had shown up one turn later, he wouldn't have been a threat. So, of course, he didn't. Yeah, we're gonna need a builder. So, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna go for a religion this game. With no mountains and everything. Oh, a barbarian camp just spawned right behind me. Well, I guess let's go deal with that, and then also the one that this guy's running to. Lots of early barbarians. Can be very frustrating. Oh, hey, and it's... Look who it is again. Well, if this is a naval map, we're going to have a hard time getting along with her. Alright, well, the good news is she seems to have freaked out that barbarian pretty hard. See if we can get a delegation in there. So, for right now, though, we're satisfying her agenda. If we can get early friendship going, it may be enough to overwhelm us betraying her on that agenda later. Maybe.
There are no dogs in heaven.
I really want to get this kill for the archery boost. Wait a second. What is the second tile we were working? Okay, good. Food tiles. Food tiles early. Hey, here's a lake. We can actually just build 3 polders adjacent to each other. That's pretty cool. We're probably going to want to settle up toward her, which she is not going to love. Let's go ahead and grab archery. Let's try to get to having some units that are capable of some serious level of defense. Start hammering away at these guys. So if I move here... Yeah, there's nowhere he can go to get away from me. We'll at least get one more shot in. step up to here before firing. Alright, I will survive this attack, and the third attack is the one that gives you enough XP for a promotion. And I guess we'd better get another settler out. Like, we gotta expand relatively quickly here. This is something that is available to us due to the fact that we are not trying to get a religion. Alright, big boost to archery. We take our promotion, and then obviously we wipe out the camp next turn. And you... I guess we can improve this, and then we'll come back for the sheep. Alright. Things are looking okay. So if we're going to try to go for the Oracle, obviously we got to go this way. I really think the Oracle is great. Like, it's hard to overstate how good I think all of the free great people points are. Alright, so let's get this really quickly here. A little extra money doesn't hurt. As soon as we get archery, we can upgrade this guy into an archer, and hopefully that will be enough to convince Tarja that we're not worth attacking. She's showing a frowny face right now. Friendly meeting, sent them a delegation, -7 first impressions. I believe this value is somewhat random. You know, just to simulate some kind of, like, personality clashing or whatever. So we can't necessarily affect that very much. But when she does her first agenda check, she'll see us being on the right side of that, and that might be enough to turn her friendly. Okay. 3 pretty decent tiles to start with here. And we do have some forest that we can cut down and stuff. We can try to rush out this wonder. I think there's a good chance of us getting it. Also, the AI doesn't always prioritize it super highly. Let's see. Yeah, we can just make 3 polders here if we can get this. This is a pretty nice region. Like, right here is an okay city spot, I think. Get fresh water, it's coastal. Uh-oh. Okay, she's doing her first agenda check here and finding that we are good. Okay, so we gotta buy time. We gotta keep this city from founding. You can move through other players' units if they're not aggressive toward you, if they're not, like, you know, on a war footing. But she can't move through our unit if we're right here, because the tile we're in costs 2 movement to move through, 2 movement to move into, so she wouldn't have any movement left to get through. So we just gotta body block her for a minute here until we can get our city down. If she forward settles us successfully in this situation, we might be, like, totally screwed. It could be really bad. So we've got archery now. I think we better get mining. We're going to need walls as well. Okay, hopefully she'll just, like, found on the coast over here. Like, that would be okay. I think I don't want to move. If I move over here, then she moves here, and then I can't block her anymore, and... Okay, they kind of went up and to the right. Maybe I am getting in the way. We might be doing it. I am not going anywhere. Okay, they settled over there. That's far enough away. That doesn't conflict with our spot. And in fact, it kind of looks like our spot's not even actually in the minus loyalty area. Oh, how I wish we had a campable animal resource so we could try for an early Temple of Artemis, because I do think it's pretty good. 4 food, 3 housing is strong, and that amenity thing will come into play during the mid-game. So, what do I want to do now? Honestly, I kind of want to build another city. 1, 2, 3. Like, we could found right here. It's got a strong harbor position. It's got that other hill sheep. It gets us another luxury. It will be really good eventually. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. This is maybe a little risky if she does decide to get up in our faces, but she's looking pretty friendly for right now. Oh, hey, look who it is. I remember you guys. Train a heavy chariot for some faith. I don't know. Probably not, actually. She declare war on it? She did. Well, that'll keep her units busy for a moment, at least. Let's explore down here. So we're going to start with a very, very tightly grouped bunch of cities here. It's good for building up initial loyalty in the face of threatening enemies. I wonder if I should go for the monument. It seems pretty obvious to me that we're not going to meet a lot of city-states early on, so we're not going to find any cultural city-states for free culture. We're probably going to actually need our monuments. And we can send builders and stuff from the other cities. Apologies. I will look elsewhere in the future. Oh, I see that friendly face. Give me that declaration. You know you want to. Okay, excellent. We are buddies. She cannot attack us for the duration of the Declaration of Friendship. So things just got a lot safer.
When you find yourself in a...
We do want to avoid breaking our promise to her, so we should... Like, we're going to settle our third city over here, and then we should maybe try to look for another landmass beyond that. So we got mining. We're no longer in such a hurry to get masonry. I say let's get raiding. While we have a friendly player who's willing to allow us to develop, let's develop. And obviously, we need this as well. Okay, that's fine. We probably were not going to get that boost naturally, so that's okay. A thing I'm not too upset about getting. We should probably explore, but we also probably shouldn't... I'm going to leave this guy here. We shouldn't leave our cities completely undefended in case of, you know, a barbarian camp spawning in one of the spaces we don't have vision of or something. But we're going to 3 cities pretty quickly. This is a thing I would not necessarily recommend doing if you can't get a declaration of friendship from your neighbors. Like, be careful. Build walls and stuff. If we had not gotten the declaration from her, it definitely would have been right to push masonry and get walls up. Like, stop building the monument the moment the walls are available and start building the walls. As it is, we have at least until the declaration of friendship wears off. Although, she'll remember that we were friends, and so we might even be able to avoid ever getting attacked by her, at least anytime soon.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it.
Boy, she really doesn't want that city-state to exist. Somebody finished Stonehenge around turn 33. That's a pretty normal pace.
Every nation lives.
Okay, I like this position. So we've got a nice tight bunch of cities here, which is useful. We need monuments, we need traders, we need builders. It is only 180 gold to buy the trader. Yeah, let's definitely do that. Gotta get our early culture firing just as much as we need to get our early production firing. I think I would rather run that trade route in this direction. It looks like she and I are either on a pretty small landmass together, or we are on the very tip of a much larger one. It's true that we do not currently have any amenities at all. That's going to have to be fixed. Fortunately, it looks like, yeah, we're going to get this soon. We can get that soon. Once we have writing, I think... Yeah, okay, we did take pottery already. Yeah, we have to have taken pottery. It's a prereq for writing. So we can get irrigation right afterward and solve that. And then we're probably going to want sailing. We can start making our way out onto the water. And we're already pushing into the next era, huh? I noticed the little red 4. So you don't have a freshwater bonus. Let's build the granary first over here. As soon as we finish this monument, it's builders. Like, a lot of builders. Probably not, you know, a couple builders is maybe more accurate. Oh, there's a science city-state up here. Shoot, we should go back to the edge and see if we can catch a glimpse of one of their units across the water, because that'll be enough to give us the meeting. Oh my god, please just, like, show me something. Okay, we need a campus, we need the builder. We have 7 turns until I want to start building the wonder here. So we'll make the campus, I guess. Man. Yeah. Really need builders, though. We'll have to make them in Tilburg. She wants us to have some faith output, it seems like. Not really something I have time for. Any chance I could get open borders? I will do that. Hopefully she doesn't murder that city-state right away. She is going to block us and prevent us from getting through the open borders we just paid for. This feels like a violation of our agreement in spirit, if not in word. We're definitely going to Dark Age. I don't think it's a big deal. Builder. 12 turns is a little slower than I would like. Are you serious right now? She's actually going to block me from moving closer to the Science City State. Well, we will try to walk around her city. Okay, here's a new one. Send them a trade route. That seems unlikely. Man, this is nice territory. Very lush.
The man who has grit enough. I like to say I practice.
Don't think it makes any sense to change our policies, right? And we don't have any purple slots. I guess this isn't very good anymore, but we will at some point want to build ships. There will be a point where I will wish I had already equipped this, so let's equip it. Well, we have an envoy. You know, I really want to save it for the Science City-State, though. So now that we have irrigation, I guess sailing. And also Early Empire. Well, is it Early Empire? Hold on. We don't really need the settlers as early this time. It would be nice to get the governor. Actually, yeah, getting the governor this much earlier is probably worth pushing for because it can be Magnus, and then he can help us get more yields from cutting down these couple of forests. All right, there we go. So which one is this? One of each strategic resource you have revealed but do not own. That's interesting. They want me to trigger the Eureka for wheel, which is to say they want me to build a mine on a resource of some kind. Diamonds will do it. So we could be pretty deep on their favor pretty soon. I really hope she doesn't just kill them, but she totally might. I've left her with a dearth of places to direct her anger. Okay, early Dark Age, not a big benefit, but also not a big deal. Yep, she's attacking them. Well, better them than me, but also better nobody than them. That would be cool. So I'm pretty sure it's, like, always right to go free inquiry during the classical era. Like, let's count up the number of era points we would get from going this way. We might build a wonder. Hopefully we'll get this. Construction's pretty far off yet. That's not going to happen, hopefully. That is not in our super near future. This could happen. This won't happen. So what, 2? We're looking at 2 era score from that? And then it's also every time you build a building with a great work slot, but we don't even have the ability to make this district yet. Whereas free inquiry is probably going to give us... improved 2C resources will almost certainly happen. Build a quarry might happen. Mine a resource will happen. Build a watermill could happen. Own 2 galleys could happen. Build 3 mines could happen. And we already have a campus, so we're going to build a library as well. So that's another point. So Yeah, I feel like in the classical era, free inquiry is almost always right. If you could take a dedication at the beginning of the game, pen, brush, and voice might be better, but by the time the classical era starts, you have all of the early easy inspirations already. It might be less true in online game speed, potentially. I don't really play online game speed very much, but I don't know how it really changes the pacing. Alright, so let's try it. 22 turns. Obviously, that's got to come down, but it will. Indonesia has become an oligarchy. That matters to us because... Oh, I didn't think about this. Well, we're okay. We're only negative 0.1, but yeah, being in a Dark Age versus her Golden Age means that we're suffering more pressure than I would like. You know, honestly, the 1 point of loyalty from the monument plus the 1 point of loyalty from our trade route due to this thing that I said was useless, which, by the way, still is not good, even though it's working for us. It is mattering. It's making a difference. We really don't want to put our first governor there. We want him in the capital. Okay, what's next? We probably want to move toward apprenticeship as quickly as possible now that we know how good our industrial zones will tend to be. That said, we also want the harbor. Yeah, I want to move toward the industrial zone.
Look back over the past.
Oh, there we go. Loyalty per turn for that city that has our only garrisoned unit. It almost couldn't be better. I'm pretty sure we want to hold on to the +1 production for now. We want to grab Magnus for his Groundbreaker ability. Throw him in the capital. This builder is going to chop us some forests, and everything's going to be cool. And Hattusa's units are still under attack, but the city hasn't taken any damage yet, so maybe she won't get it. Do I want my government more than I want my more than I want my theater square? I think the answer to that question is yes. Fairly sure. I'm like 30% sure. It's not that certain. Okay, so Tilburg should be totally fine now, right? Rising 1. Okay, maybe totally fine is strong. Man, we aren't really going to get to see much of anything. I guess I should just try to head back home.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
Don't think I want to do plus 30% production toward builders, because this builder is going to be done in time. We want to keep the 1 point of production that's helping with this. Yeah, so just like, get back over here, figure that out. Well, actually, I suppose we should try to go up and to the right. Never mind. Yeah, we should try to go up and to the right and see what's beyond Hattusa. We might be able to meet another useful city-state or two. Also, it's now taking damage. Man, I wish we could tell her to just back off. Really, really wish we could tell her to just back off. Just let you pay her to back off, you know, something. I really wish I could have some kind of effect. Alright, the Hanging Gardens, it's not a big deal to me. We should probably grab an orange before coming over here to do this. Yeah, we got time. Get the amenity from the luxury. Oh no, never mind. There's a unit there? Oh no, that's their border. I can't step into their border. Well, it looks like their city healed a little. To be perfectly honest, I think we probably need another builder. We're going to want to build one here too. I think we're going to need another one though. And she's about to spread her religion to us. What's the deal with her religion? Well, it will allow the construction of meeting houses, which are pretty good faith buildings. As far as faith buildings go, the one that gives you +2 production is definitely my favorite.
Having great possession.
Alright, our yields are, like, very good, I think. Sorry, when I say our yields, I'm always just talking about science and culture. Alright, we've met Peter. Peter's bad. I don't like Peter on high difficulties. So we've met Carthage. She's really having at Hattusa, which sucks. Because they are part of the reason that our yields are okay. You want me to send a trade route? That feels unlikely. So the reason I don't like Peter, we're going to go ahead and send him an envoy and try to be friendly. But his agenda is that he is friendly to you if you are ahead of him in science and culture. That's actually impossible at the beginning of Deity. On the first turn of a Deity game, like the turn they settle their city, they get, I think, 4 or 5 techs for free or something like that, and they have some base science and culture yields to allow them to have some kind of competitive mid-game against you. Which means that you will be behind Peter in culture and science for a significant portion of the game. If he is your near-biased neighbor, you pretty much have to expect that he's going to hate you and probably attack you. There's not really anything you can do about that. Alright, what do we want to build here? I really want to get started on galleys, I guess. Like, we need to explore. We need to find other land masses. I know that Utarja's not going to love us for it, but the builder that's coming out of here can handle... Yeah, let's build the galley here. We'll make builders in this city and eventually this city. We'll work things out. I mean, honestly, just like beeline apprenticeship. A lesser leader would be unable to do what you are doing, keeping firm control of your civilization in a time of crisis. Okay, so it looks like his secondary agenda is one of those ones that makes him admire people who are in the Dark Age. That's good for us. So we've picked up some new policies that I actually do care about. Plus production toward wonders. I think we do still need this. But you can see what I'm talking about, like not being able to take advantage of the Dark Age in your second era. It'd be much nicer to have it a little bit later. I'm trying to think. Do I want to chop this forest or this one? Yeah, it looks like we're going to lose Hattusa. Man, she is dedicated to ruining all of our bonuses. We should probably step out here and handle this as quickly as possible. Which means, I guess, that we don't need this. You know, we will need it again, though. And we get another governor title. So probably I just want to run surplus logistics, right? We're running food out of the city already, so we would already be getting this bonus. 20% extra growth for the capital seems good. We'll pick up Reina eventually. And Pingala, probably. Okay. So we can now settle near them again without it being a big deal. Come out here with your spearman nonsense. Right, I think I would rather cut this forest down because it's on a hill and we can just replace the production easily. The other forest is on a flat tile and be a little bit more tricky. Well, I'm not a super big fan of how aggressively Indonesia is making their place in the world, but aside from that, I think this is going pretty well. Let's renew our declaration of friendship. Forever. Always forever friends, please. Okay, that was good. That was some good some good production. All right, so we're gonna pull these sheep eventually. Yes, you are very angry. They just plain don't like you. Well, that's not exactly right. There's a reason. Tarja has declared war on Carthage. I don't even know where Carthage is. Okay, we met another one. Trigger the inspiration for recorded history. That's the get to campuses one. So we should totally be able to do that. A little bit of air score for us. We probably will Golden Age here, actually. I'd say the odds are good. Do we have sailing? I did get sailing. Okay. I'm going to come over here and grab this amber as well. Alright, we're just going to wait until we are allowed to traverse the lands further to the north here. You get to come back to town and reinforce our loyalty. I'm just going to try not to think too hard about what it means for the warrior to have to come back to town and enforce loyalty. So we're on like a weird, narrow landmass that had a bunch of city-states on it. Oh no, yeah, this is Carthage, right? Had a bunch of city-states on it, but soon will just be Indonesia. We might have to turn on her if we can get ahead of her in science, because this is a problem. Well, we're going to get our wonder, it looks like, which is nice. Are you really minus amenities? I mean, it hasn't updated since we built the mine on that. Okay, no, we're good. We're fine. Alright, so we're going to be doing pretty well on early grade scientist points. Oh my god, leave me alone. Let's bounce this over to here because I'm afraid that the barbarian scout's going to pillage it if we run it from that city again. Because he's in aggression mode.
I sprang upon the swift. A man on a horse is.
Let's get in the city. Run that beautiful high food trade route here. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to be able to walk through here since this is about to be Indonesian territory. Not exactly happy about it, but it's a thing that's going to be available to us soon. So, we need builders, but we also need to keep advancing our stuff here. We're going to be able to build a beautiful theater district. It's going to have +2, +4, +5 adjacency bonus. Right, we have another builder coming. Don't really want to step out there and fight him. We're going to heal for a turn. I just need a little bit more health. Yeah, we'll move through Carthage in a second here. She's getting way too powerful, though. Wow, hi guys.
Divide and rule.
That scout just attacked our city, because barbarian scouts lose their minds when you destroy their encampments. I think he'll just delete himself against our city in a second here. And what are our neighbors? She's an oligarch? Yeah. And what is Peter? Peter is also an oligarch. So if we don't pick oligarchy, we're going to have a negative diplomatic modifier with both of them. I'm not actually afraid of Peter at all. He's too far away. And our positive modifiers for her are pretty solid. Because obviously, I don't want to be an oligarchy. I want to be a classical republic, because classical republic is better. Housing, amenities, great person points, double yellow slot. Like, the yellow slots are the best ones. So it's tough for me to want to go for this thing that's like, yeah, your land units have plus strength. We're going to go classical republic, and if this comes out biting us in the ass, then oops, my bad. Alright, well, we're definitely just going to run isolationism in our purple slot, and I guess we'll do this. We don't have a lot of envoys with other city-states right now. This could help. This could be useful. We also don't know any city-states, so just like banking influence for a while. It's probably an alright plan. And yeah, a heroic age doesn't look unlikely. How much time do we have left? 24 turns? We're going to get one more point here. How are we doing on great scientist points relative to everybody else? 3.43. So we're actually not even close to being the person who's getting the most. Well, that's a shame. We're cheating. We have the what do you call it? We have the thingy, you know, the what do you call it? Oh, that's right, Peter. Okay. This is a problem. I forgot. Peter's unique district replacement is a holy site that gives great writer, great artist, and great musician points. He's going to steal all of the early great writers. There's not a lot we can really do about that. Well, I mean, there's not a lot we can really do about that. There's nothing for it, I suppose. We just have to build up as best we can. Okay. Handled. Alright, well, let's keep exploring. We're going to be hearing that one a lot. For now, though, things are looking pretty good. Okay, it looks like a religious war is already beginning over our territory. What do I want to grab next? I guess we should go and get rid of these sheep. I'm gonna improve this other orange so that we can, this other citrus, so that we can use it to trade with somebody. Alright, we are at the housing cap in this city. We desperately need a granary. You know, we also need more production, though, which means we need more builders, really. Specifically. Yeah, okay. We're at the housing cap, but we're going to need more builders. What does it cost to buy a builder's 245? Okay, so I guess we'll build the granary. We'll buy the builder. Oh yeah, air score from your first naval unit. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, let's see if we can meet some city-states that are far away from Indonesia. Alright, tell me you do not have your own citrus. Yes, excellent. What would you give me? You wouldn't pay gold for that? Okay, she wouldn't pay much gold. Somewhere between 100 and 200. Well, it's looking pretty good for us. What about, like, 180? I apologize if this is going to be boring, but we're definitely going to dial in the absolute most that she will pay. This is a pretty good deal. 168 gold is worth a builder charge, for sure. Okay. We need more districts. This is actually really nice because we're going to get to build our other. We're going to get to build another theater square adjacent to this. You know, we do need more campuses if we're going to have any chance at all of stealing away all the great people. I could afford to buy this tile in this city. Then, because it's in range of Nijmegen, swap it over there and build the campus here. So it gets the river adjacency bonus and it gets the adjacency bonuses from the other districts we're about to build. It does mean that I don't get to build my industrial zone here. Although the industrial zone here is not actually better than here, is it? Because this isn't going to be a mine anyway. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Swap, swap. These are mine now. Build a campus here. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, I think. Boy, if she ever doesn't re-up her declaration of friendship with us, I'm going to be so nervous. Well, need something to do for a couple of turns. I think we really need a lot of builders. I'm going to buy this builder here. That's right, I totally have the money for this now. So we're gonna improve more tiles than we need at this moment. Oh, who have we met? Oh good, the guy who loves surprise wars. That's not great for us. His agenda is that he likes you if you surprise war people, and he does not like you if you don't surprise war people, and he will always surprise war everybody forever. He is the worst. He does have the same government we have, though, so, you know, maybe we can make something of that. And, of course, we don't know what his other agenda is. Combined with the fact that we have the same government type he does, if we're satisfying his other agenda, we might be able to make friends with him enough that we don't have to worry about him murdering us. Maybe he'll surprise war Guitarja. Not that I would ever want something to happen to so dear a friend, but you know. You know where I'm going with this. Alright, so we have the ability to now build our theater squares, which we do want to do, but first... infinite production. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to get here, or get through here without open borders. Which we might be able to get from him. Let's try swapping. Let's go 1 for 1. Fine. Fine, I will give you 30 gold. Given his propensity for violence, I bet there's not a lot of city-states left on his continent either. I do want to get recorded history because campus adjacency bonuses, we're going to have the boost for it before it gets to that point, right? 10 turns? I might have to watch this and pull off of it. Nanmadal has also been defeated. Yep. There was this huge knot of city-states, and we all could have benefited. Where am I getting 5 faith from? Oh, Hinduism, right. Hinduism makes world wonders provide faith. That's actually pretty alright. I'm okay with that. That's cool. So, what do we want to do for our Pantheon? We could take God of the Open Sky again. We could take Divine Spark and try to force some of these early scientists. Where are we at relative to everybody else on the Great Scientist points now? I assume things have probably changed in their favor a little bit. Oh, no, not really. So 3 players haven't built any campuses at all, and the other 3 are just about keeping up with us. So taking Divine Spark would, right this second, give us 2 more Great Scientist points per turn. I think it's okay. It'll also help us compete with what's-his-face on the Great Writers. I actually really like that. Alright, so we're going to remove the improvement, and then we're going to harvest the sheep, which is a horrible phrase. One of my least favorite phases in the English language, frankly, but it is what we are doing. 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to make sure... Okay. Trying to make sure she can't settle any closer to us than she already has. We have to buy this tile next turn. Otherwise, I'm not sure I'll be able to build polders in it. She might take it. Okay, what else do I want from you? We could just go build a farm down here. We kind of need to get this done. Wait, do I not have the ability to... I assumed this was on animal husbandry. Allows harvesting of cattle and sheep. Oh, because the harvest button's over here. That's right. This is remove feature. This is harvest resource. Trees are not a resource. They're a feature. It's a little different. But since we were just going to build over this anyway, we may as well get a birth out of it. This sucks. I'm so mad about that. So, like, we know she has a city here, right? So she's on 7 cities that we can see, plus who knows what above her capital. It's not great. It's not a great place for us to be already. This far behind. I guess? At some point, we're going to be able to trade in some of that faith for a free meeting house. A little bit of extra production. Yeah, we need to find more places to settle. So I've made all of this unsettlable with this placement. 1, 2, 3 out to here. 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. Okay. So there's no more places to settle on this landmass, basically. So we need to find another one. Oh, is there something out here maybe? That shallow water goes awfully far. Alright, we'll pick up these sheep for that city. This great writer already. Okay, let's see. You have one charge left. You are going to get these diamonds for us. You're going to get that. And you are probably just going to build, like, mines and farms all over the place. This city needs tile improvements. We need some mines. Oh, we do have a land... Never mind. I was going to say landmass. That's maybe too strong a word for the thing we're seeing here. Alright, the theater square we build is going to be worth quite a bit of era score. It's going to be 6 turns before the end of the era. This campus is going to be just +2, so that's not going to be worth anything. I'm not sure that we're going to make the Golden Age. I would really like to. We need the gold to buy this tile, or we need the tile to be claimed naturally, but I don't think it will be. Yeah. Well, I could discover a natural wonder that nobody's ever laid eyes on before. That would give it to us. Earning great people is probably not really in the cards. We are outproducing the other players on great scientist points now, but it's probably not going to be enough. So how much would it be to buy this? 120. Well, that's going to be an era point when we do it, because that'll be our mine for the wheel. I guess you just stand here with your builder charge. Wait until we have the money to do the thing. A lot of little islands out here. A lot of ways to get Katarja mad without actually gaining any good territory for ourselves. I need something I can sell. I mean, I could sell the amber, right? We don't necessarily need both of our luxuries. Where am I at on city status? Well, we kind of need our luxuries. There's a lot of amber out there in the world. Okay, we're one turn off of wanting to stop recorded history so that we can just... Well, I guess, actually... Yeah, it's fine. We're good. You need a commercial hub. Like, I need trade routes. I think I want apprenticeship more than I want... Yeah, I really want apprenticeship, actually. More than I want to go back and get a harbor, is where that was going. You know what? Build me a galley. That's a point of era score. The second galley will get us a boost, which will get us an era score. We'll get 2 or 3 from this theater square from building the first really good theater square. I think it'll be 3. This game's starting to feel familiar. Guess I must have seen one of his boats briefly. Okay, so it turns out we do need one more turn of culture into this anyway. So that'll get to the point where the boost will finish it right as we get the boost. Well, I'm definitely not sending a delegation to Genghis Khan because I can't afford to lose the gold. I think there's a landmass over here. Eight. Could we do better? Not much. Oh, I can take him up to 9. Look at this, hard bargain. All right, he'd go as high as 10. I'll take that.
History is the version of past.
All right, we can definitely cut this and go to plus 100 campus district adjacency bonuses. It's pretty good. Let's see. I probably don't want to grab provision. I'm gonna grab Reyna now, I think. We're gonna need some time to level her up, but we can build a decent harbor right here, and she will help out with that. The capital actually needs food. Let me think. We're gonna want to build a theater square here or here. Here's pretty good because it gets, we get even more this like cluster of adjacencies. So we probably don't want to build a farm here for the capital. I could chop this forest and then build a farm in its place. That's actually probably reasonable. All right, and then here I think we are going to go for another library. So I think we're going to be okay. This is going to give us, if this gives us 2 points and completing this galley gets us a thing for 1, and then completing the library gets us an era score 2, then we're all good on our golden age, our heroic age. That said, I don't know that we'll actually benefit from having 3 dedications at this point in the game. My bet is at least 2 of the dedications that were offered will be actually meaningless for us. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know that about you. You're making me nervous. We gotta build some walls and some defensive ships, probably. Okay, that was 3 era scores, so actually we're good. We're extremely good. Alright, well I was hoping I'd be able to see something interesting from over here. Can you just, go on auto explore now, I guess. Receive a random tech boost every time another player recruits a great scientist. Oh yeah, that's what those random tech boosts were coming from. They're from Australia, researching all of the great scientists. Or not researching, you know what I mean, taking all of the great scientists. Well, this does give a great writer point and a great scientist point. Maybe I should have gone for Pingala earlier for the bonus great people points. Also, man, we need food. +2 envoys when you build a wonder in this city. Something to be said about that, I suppose. Okay, so we've managed to eclipse people on great scientist stuff. He's at 4 great writer points per turn. We're currently at 3. 1 from this and then an additional 2 from that. Oh no, 4 actually, because of our Pantheon. So if I made this, I'd be ahead of him. Of course, that's true if I build the Great Library as well. You know, science, and it is more faith because we have that thing due to all the Hinduism. It's pretty good. We don't have any more forests to chop for it, though. That doesn't have to remain true. I'm going to go for it, I think. Right, Great Library over Apadana? It'll give us tech boosts, it'll give us writing slots. Now, this has great work slots in it, too. I'm wondering how good the envoys aren't going to be very good for us. We don't have anywhere to put them. Alright, let's see if we can get it. And we'll... The episode's running real long, but we'll wrap it at the era break, I think. Yep, still a lot of very small islands. Nowhere worth settling. Well, we're going to have to just take one of these pretty soon. Okay, you. Whatever. Yeah, we're going to need a navy. We're getting threatened by a lot of people who could only attack us over water, so... Persia has declared war on Egypt. Persia is trading with Egypt. You know, those pieces of information came in an order that's not possible. Boy, everybody dislikes us. I mean, it's fine. I don't super care. Alright, you know what? You're far enough out. Just find stuff. We'll manually command this galley over to here, and maybe we can find a place that's worth settling somewhere. Okay, that's fine.
We're all apprentices in a craft.
I was not super attached to the Great Library. Unfortunately, we can't build another district here until we get one more population. Well, do I want to plow that into an attempt at Apadana, or do I just want to... So we're reading, hold on, we're reading plus 11 food, but that's 11 total, not 11 adjusted by the amount we have to eat. Yeah, right now we're at 1 food deficit. So probably what we need is a builder. We just gotta make farms. You don't really have a good place to build an industrial zone. I mean, we could buy this tile. We can't buy this tile. Hold on. 125. All right. So we need to save our money for that, because I need that. I need the amenities from it. We don't have a good place to build a commercial hub. This city is also not a fantastic harbor city. We might be better off just putting down a not great commercial hub. I'd love to be able to use this river. Yeah, I guess I just build a district somewhere. The thing is, we really need the commercial hub. And now that we don't need the mines, or now that we don't need to make the mine for Eriscore anymore, or like, I don't think we do anymore, maybe it is best I just buy this and put down the commercial hub here. Because we really could use more trade. Like, we need more trade. Okay, so now that we have apprenticeship... Yeah, this allows all my land units to embark. This is probably the way to go. If we do end up finding a place where we can settle on another landmass, we need to actually be able to, you know, go do that.
People who cannot find time.
Alright, Amsterdam, I am going to have to pull... we actually just need more tiles to work. It's part of the problem. Let me have this. You need to get, like, over here. Okay, 6 turns until growth. So in 6 turns, we'll be able to put up a new district. That gives us just enough time to build an amphitheater. And we're having a little bit of a loyalty problem in Tilburg again. Well, the era is about to end, and our people are going to be massively more loyal in 4 turns, so I'm not too worried about it. We are going to rebase this to here. Use it to put a little pressure on that commercial hub. Alright, so you are working a lot of unimproved tiles. Let's fix that. First of all, fishing boats here gets us another Eureka, which is important. And we need to start working on these great artist and great writer points in earnest. That's a compliment, believe it or not. we got a great scientist. This one's not awesome, but I think the one after this is very similar. 2 random technologies and the inspiration from a random civic from the medieval or Renaissance era. You know what? I'm going to pass. That's not a very good one. Ah, look at that trade route. It's beautiful. You have so many things boosting that trade route. Okay, come on. Show me something that can be settled out here. Wow. That's not a good start. Okay, yep. He is not happy that we have reached a glorious heroic age. We should probably renew our declaration of friendship immediately. Good stuff. Okay, you and I are going to be allies, I guess. How is she regarded by everybody else? I mean, it's deity. Nobody likes anybody until they love them. It's just kind of how it is. I assume our loyalty problems are solved? Yeah, Rising 19. We're good. That means we can definitely afford to change up our policies here. Oh no, that's right. We didn't have that policy in anymore anyway. Well, I could just go +2 great scientist points per turn. Hold on a second. Let's play out the turn a little bit more. So first of all, obviously we're taking this. Commercial Hub and Harbor District, Gold Adjacency provides science as well. We're about to have some of that. And Eureka's provide extra bonus. Inspirations provide extra bonus. Every district provides +1 culture. And you can buy builders and settlers with faith. Yeah, we have some faith income, turns out. Didn't mean to, just kind of happened. What would it cost to buy a meeting house? Oh, we can't buy a meeting house because we don't have a holy site. Right, it's a holy site building. But we can buy builders and settlers and stuff. We'll probably buy a settler before the end of the era. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll find a place where it makes sense to put a settler. Come over here and build a mine. Do this. We'll choose to research celestial navigation. I'd love to get a harbor up. And it'll be the 3rd district here, so unfortunately we do have to get to 7 population. There's nothing here that gives plus food, unfortunately. How are we on great scientist points? Like, we're leading on them. Gain 100 faith. This holy site's faith adjacency bonus provides science as well. Well, that's another great scientist we're going to pass on. A pretty bad one. So we don't really need more great scientist points. I guess we can do great writer points for now, or like plus housing. No, we are going to need plus housing here. We do need plus housing here in both of these places. Well, this one's working on its 2nd district. You're working on your 1st. Well, none of it's very good, is it? I'll take the plus housing for now, I suppose. Okay. And with that, I think we are, we're stuck into another game here. We're working on it. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if we can finally find a place where we're allowed to put down a 4th city. Wouldn't that be lovely? And we'll see you then.